What's up guys, DuArktik here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we are going to talk about Sword Satellite. This event, this game mode is coming back very soon, actually tomorrow, and it's going to be one of the requirements to unlock the Black Knight, one of the most powerful characters that we had recently coming to Marvel Strike Force. And usually the Sword Satellite is quite fun for the veteran players. The reason why, it's because you might not have all the teams available right away. There's specific characters that you need to have a certain level or a certain size in order for them to work out, and you have to climb this tower and not lose, otherwise you're gonna fall down from the tower, and you have to climb it all the way up so you can obtain the biggest amount of rewards. We're gonna break down all the information that we know so far for this Sword Satellite, the upcoming Sword Satellite, and also take a look at the rewards and if this is something that you should be focusing on or not. Usually yes, but we'll find out. So as always, if you like the information on these videos, make sure you share it to your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and make sure you smash that like button like a boss. Okay, so Sword Satellite is coming. If you guys don't know what is Sword Satellite, it's like Avengers Tower. It's a game mode where you have to face certain teams. They can go from just a few enemies up to 10 enemies, so you can face a lot of enemies at the same time, and you can take 5 of your characters. Unlike the Escape from Kylne, you cannot use the same character multiple times. If you use one team, for example Infinity Watch, and you want to use them again on the next floor, you can't. You have to wait 24 hours in order for you to use the same team again. And even if you attack with the same team but then you cancel out, you quit the match or something like that, it will still burn the team, and the team will have a 24-hour cooldown. So this is going to be one of the challenges of the Sword Satellite, like the Avengers Tower, is that you have this 1-hour cooldown every time you have a run. So this is going to be definitely interesting. We'll see. Now, I'm going to tell you something right away, is that many times the Sword Satellite bugs out. So the faster you go, the better. If you have the chance, if you have the possibility of doing the tower on the first hour it arrives, you should do that, because many times it bugs out, and that means you can get 2 times of the rewards that you'd get otherwise. So keep this in mind. If you have the opportunity, you should be live at 5. It's not at 5, it's like live at 2, just to make sure that you get the first wave in case it bugs out again. Okay, so you have to use different teams, you have to climb the tower. So this is going to be more beneficial for veteran players, of course, because you'll have more characters available. But if you're a new player, if you're a mid-range player, this is also one of the best ways for you to check your progress in-game. Because maybe on the first iteration of Sword Satellite, you were able just to climb 10 floors, but now you're going to see that you're going to be able to climb like 20 floors or 30 floors. And that's one of the best feelings that you can have in Marvel Strike Force, is to see for yourself the progress that you made in just a few months. And I think this is going to be very relevant. Okay, so now you're going to take a look at a few details for Sword Satellite. Once again, this is going to be one of the requirements for you to unlock your Black Knight, which is part of the Out of Time team, which is a team that is going to be required for upcoming legendary, supposedly Eat Monkey. And we have to face 5 floors, or you have to face 40 floors, but then there is a little problem right here, which is that to participate in the tower, I'm not exactly sure where it is, you need your characters to be at least at 5 yellow stars. So it is right here. So 40 floors, 5 yellow stars. So this is also a problem for free-to-play players, because even that Scopely made a little bit easier for you to obtain characters faster, the yellow stars faster. It's not fast enough, right? So if we take a look at the roster, and we take a look at the teams that we got recently, there are a few characters that you might not have at 5 yellow stars. So we have the Black Knight, we have some of the Hive Mind. Most people, I'm going to assume that they still don't have Void Knight at 5 stars. And then we have the Extreme X-Men, which they had a few generous events. Right now we have the event for Forge, where you could obtain a decent amount of yellow stars for him. I got him at 7 yellow stars just from the event. You could get at 6 or 5 if you started at 4, but it was definitely possible. But I think that's going to be the limiting point, right? Then we also have the Sinister Six. Some of these characters are quite important, and yeah, for sure. You can see that we have up to 5 teams or 4 teams that you might have limited amount of yellow stars, and especially for Zombie Juggernaut. This is a very important character for this type of events, and if you don't have him at 5 yellow stars, that's going to be a big limiting factor. So this is something that is going to cripple some people out, but like on previous towers, I'm going to try to make some kind of spreadsheet with different combinations of characters, not only for myself but from other content creators as well, and then I'll share it with the community so you guys can climb up on the tower. So indeed there are a few teams that you might not be able to advance in the tower, but from what we have seen from the content creator that we have going on right now in Marvel Strike Force, we still don't have any videos from the envoys. So if you take a look at YouTube, if you search the term the Sword Satellite or anything like that, everything that we have was from 3 months ago to 4 months ago. So this was the last time we had the Sword Satellite, and that maybe means that we might not face any kind of new teams, right? This is something that they also did with the Avengers Tower, is that on the first run and on the second run, the second one was just a repeat of the first run, and that was very good because the new players and the mid-range players that struggle with the first tower, they were able to climb much more on the second tower. So that was a lot better. I think there was just 1 or 2 rooms that were slightly changed. But once again, taking a look at the teams that we got recently in the last 3 months, we have once again Hivemind, Extreme X-Men and Superior 6 that we don't know for sure if they are going to be implemented on this new tower or not. Once again, because of the lack of content from the envoys, this might mean that or they didn't have access to the test server, which, let's be honest, it's extremely unfair that they have 1 week to test out different teams for them to use on the leaderboard and everyone else doesn't. So that part was a little bit unfair, and let's be honest, hopefully that will be the case. And then we might have the situation of having a few new teams. But as you guys can see, we have this situation right here where I saved all my teams, so you guys could use as well. And we also had later on, during the period of the Avengers Tower, we also had alternative teams that if you didn't have Super Scroll, you could use alternative teams in order to be successful on this Avengers Tower. Okay, so you can see right here what's the type of game mode. Once again, we have the different floors and you want to climb up as much as possible. And once again, even if you don't have Super Scroll, people might find alternatives to that, and then we'll come up with solutions for that. So hopefully we'll have fun with the Sword Satellite and you guys will be able to climb up those floors, because the rewards are quite juicy, as you see here on the screen. The other day with my math, I had my incursion energy with the wrong math. I said that you need a lot of power cores. You actually only need 150. But you should avoid spending power cores when you don't have a power core spending event. And this is why I said for people to stock up on incursion energy now when you have a power core spending event, rather than next week when we have the event to spend energy, but you are spending your power cores for nothing. But in terms of the rewards, we can see right here that we have almost 10 million gold. We have 9 million gold that you can obtain. We also have a bunch of training materials, gear as well, and all these resources that you can obtain, you can use them to get up more characters to climb up higher in the tower. And then you have the cold-blooded orbs that are going to give you character shards for Black Knight. Hopefully the ratio will be good. And 1 diamond orb, this might be a champion's orb, which guarantees you a 3 diamond character from a selected pool of characters. So we don't know for sure if it's a normal diamond orb or if it's going to be one of those champion orbs. So the rewards from the milestones, they are pretty fine. And this is based on how many floors you climb, right? The points you get are exponential. So for example, right here you are at floor 20, then here you are floor 30, and then from 30 to 35 it's like millions of points, and then from 35 to from 39 to 40 you get like 10 million points or something. You get something ridiculous on the last few floors. So this is why the rewards are exponential. It's because the points you obtain are also exponential. And this is why if you have a mid-range roster, if you have more veteran roster, you're going to be benefiting way more from these rewards. And finally, we have the leaderboard rewards, which is going to give you diamonds for Nakia and diamonds for Black Panther. I hope that someone at Scopely was watching my live streams, because many times I said that I'm not going to get up Nakia until I get diamonds on Nakia. So they're going to give Nakia for a lot of people, and sometimes it's the case, right? You just don't have the red stars or the diamonds that motivates you to invest on a war team or a Cosmic Crucible team, and because of that the team doesn't seem to be that good. But it's the type of teams that really scale with stats, and it's going to be definitely the case for this one. So this is definitely going to help out quite a lot people getting up their Wakanda. And once again, you can also use Wakanda on this type of events, Cosmic Crucible, Alliance Wars, but also this Avenger Tower or Sword Satellite. And on top of that, you also have a massive amount of gold, and more orbs that are going to give you shards for Black Knight. Once again, legendary requirement, and a very powerful character to use in all game modes. So overall, I think this Avengers Tower or Sword Satellite is going to be a very good experience, and it's something that we should definitely appreciate and give good feedback, positive feedback towards this type of events, because not only it gives good rewards, but it's also challenging, and it's one of the best game modes that we have every now and then in Marvel Strike Force. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are excited for Sword Satellite. We are going to be live on YouTube and on Twitch, and then you can catch out the VODs as well. And I will also make sure that I compile each of the rooms so you guys can see them as well, if you don't have to watch the VODs. And that's gonna be all for now, guys. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope to see you tomorrow on the live stream for Sword Satellite. We always have 150 and so on people watching the live stream, participating in the chat. So you guys are welcome. You guys are also always welcome to make any questions or anything else. And as always, if you like the information on these videos, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and I'll catch you guys later.